Warning: the following podcast contains strong language which some listeners may find offensive. If you do,
up yours! That's only if you don't listen to the podcast. Otherwise, not up yours.
did you know the Untitled Wrestling Podcast is on all of the social media outlets? Give us a like, follow, share, subscribe, or even a review if you're feeling generous. Facebook and YouTube at Untitled Wrestling Podcast, Twitter, Twitch and Discord at Untitled Rest Pod.
Welcome everybody to the Untitled Wrestling Podcast. It's the NXT 2.0 review. As you can tell by my face, I'm no happy. How's it going, mate?
I'm good, mate. Much like Vince McMahon, this will be my last appearance for a while, but I will be remaining in creative control. However, I won't be paying people off for bad things I've done in my past. So, yeah, I'm all right.
I do that instead.
I'm all good. What's the matter with you?
We'll get to it. Don't you worry.
Oh, God.
We will get to it.
We've got so much to get through this week.
Yeah, that's it. I'll be a bit more enthusiastic now. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Wrestling Podcast. You're in for a treat. So is Troy. He doesn't know what's coming. So stay tuned.
Mate, I never know what's fucking coming, do I?
Sad news. I did not have cannoli this week. So
Boo.
it's going to have to get ordered now. I'll tell you next week.
Right.
It will happen. You won't be here, but
I could jump in for 5 minutes
I'll
just hear about your cannoli.
I'll review the cannoli. Don't you worry.
Yeah. That's fine.
Right.
That's fine.
Perfect. Shall we just jump right in then?
Let's get in, mate. Let's get on board. Let's get among it.
Jump right on the deep end. We start off with Roxanne Perez looking like Mae Young giving birth to her hand.
Come on.
I mean, you tell me she's no lying on the road like that.
Not her best look, no.
So she's been essentially attacked by someone.
Aye.
Aye, right. So we'll just leave that for later on. She got attacked. What happens next? Ooh, stay tuned for more.
Obviously, it's toxic attraction. Come on.
Obviously. Denny.
Didn't he? Oh, God. You're not happy, are you?
I hate it. Moving forward.
What's funny is we're not even a minute into the fucking review. You're already like, I hate it. It's an NXT 2.0 review, mate. What do you like about this generally?
Oh,
God.
Anyway, next up is Giovanni Vinci versus Apollo Crews with Giovanni Vinci's sexy entrance.
Do you like ridiculously buff, bold, bearded men who are crazy, strong, and athletic? Then this is right up your alley. Right up your alley.
Barrett gets himself involved in the entrance this week.
Love that. Went full blue steel, didn't he? That cracked me up.
So good, honestly. But before we get into the match, do you want to talk about weird Italian foods, mate?
Oh, please. Do you know what? Just before you do you know what's really funny? Someone on my Facebook shared it the other day. It was an article about, and it's like someone had just discovered it. In fact, it was up, this morning. Someone had just discovered cheese with maggots in. I was like, obviously been listening to the NXT 2.0 podcast.
We've already went over cheese with maggots in it.
That's old news. Keep up.
Right. Weird things about Italian foods. Let's go. We're on the fourth one this time, right?
Right.
The pronunciation might be off. Pajata. We'll go with Pajata.
Right.
Pajata is how it's spelled.
Pajata.
Maybe. It sounds Italian if you say it like that.
Pajata.
Pajata.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Pajata is not for anyone with a weak stomach or strong conscience. This dish in particular was banned for a while in Europe. It makes use of cow intestines and was thought to be too risky to keep on menus during the mad cow outbreak. It's now back in full force. Payata is a pasta made by stewing calf intestines in tomato sauce. The calves in question are never off of their mother's milk, so they've not ingested grass yet. The milk residue in the intestines curdles into a kind of cheese, which adds an important element to the payata dish. If you look at the picture, it just looks like a microwavable pasta bolognese.
Right, let's have a look.
It literally just looks like that. Like you can see the lumps of cheese, and you go,
Rigatoni con la piata.
I can deal with that. Like on the video. On the video review, we'll have a picture in the middle, obviously.
Fuck it. I'll try that.
Yeah,
no issue.
It literally just looks like a microwave pasta dish.
No problem at all. I've eaten worse as a student, so
I reckon it'll be pretty nice too.
I think it'd be right. They say cow's intestines. Isn't that essentially what haggis is, but like sheep intestines?
Yeah. But it's not going to be dried in blood and spices and shit like that.
You don't like haggis,
like
do you?
haggis. This isn't going to be enriched tomato sauce with bits of milky cheese in it.
Yeah, you don't even have to grate cheese. Like you can grate cheese on top if you want, but it's already in there. Mate, I'll give that a go. I don't think you said one yet that I wouldn't give a go.
I will go back to maggot cheese. Maggot cheese. That's
the only one that's made me do. That's the only one I questioned. The rest of it was what? It was the pig's blood chocolate,
cow spleen sandwiches,
Yeah, cow spleen sandwiches. How did that drop off my radar?
Let's go on a trip to Italy and just get it on in a weekend. Just
We'll do a weekend. We'll just have a little tick sheet of all the ones you've mentioned on this. Yeah, I'm up for that. No, that sounds all right.
There you go. That was your weird thing for the week. Oh,
thanks, pal. I can't wait for the next one.
The Apollo and Vinci match starts. They have a lead meet off because they ain't slender, but they ain't beefy.
This is like 5% fat beef, isn't it? Yeah. Like that stuff where you fry it off.
It looks a bit better. It costs a bit more, but it's worth it.
Yeah. You fry it off. There's little liquid. There's not a lot of fat on there.
Yeah,
it's very lean. Yeah, no, I'd agree.
Barrett mentions Carrie and Drew from the pub after too many rosies. That's all I got from commentary this week.
So he's a rosé drinker.
Drew McIntyre drinks rosé.
Ponce.
Like, and the way he said like he was on the rosé the whole night.
He said it with conviction, didn't he?
Yeah. So Drew McIntyre goes to a pub and asks for rosé.
You come in my pub and ask for that, you get to fuck.
On every order, he goes, "Can I get a rosé?"
I used to drink rosé when I was about 18 because it was a laugh, and we used to do what was called the rosé challenge. It was basically just a bottle of rosé with a straw in it.
You just Sharknado it.
It's fucking strawpedo.
Strawpedo, that's the one.
Or Sharknado, either of them. Play some silly drinking games when I was younger. Do you ever play Ring of Fire?
Yes, I am. Some would say I might be one for playing it every so often.
Oh, mate. Ring of Fire.
Nah.
Party Bus.
Party Bus.
You introduced me to Party Bus. That's one of the worst drinking games going, that. You're fucking evil at it.
Party Bus is peak game.
Peak game.
If you want to make someone drink, play Party Bus.
If you want to make someone hate you, play Party Bus. What was the other one to play? Centurion. Amy Winehands. You ever played that?
No. What the fuck is that? Amy Winehands.
You've never played Amy Winehands?
I've never heard that in my life.
Get a bottle of wine.
Right.
Of your choice. Red, white, rosé, whatever you prefer. Got duct tape it to your hand. You can't take it off until you finish it. You need the toilet. You've got to
go with a bottle.
Yeah. If you really want to spice things up, we only did it twice because it was a fucking catastrophe. You do double Amy Winehands. So if you need a shit, mate, or a pee, you're fucked. You got to smash that bottle. And I tell you what, whatever you're drinking, whether it's red, white, or rosé, you don't want to be sinking that quick time. No chance.
No.
Nope. So yeah, maybe we can play that when you're up in Liverpool in September.
As a man that really doesn't enjoy wine,
you could do it. You could do it with blue drink.
Fucking hell. That'd be a killer.
We'll play something as long as it's not Party Bus. Anyway,
Party. Anyway,
never play Party Bus again.
speaking of things that Troy wishes he was never doing again, it's 50-50 between the two going into picture-in-picture, which means it's Jerry. Hello, quote time.
Oh no! I don't like the looks of this.
I hate you. I hate you.
What's 12 inches long and hangs in front on ass? Mankind's tie.
Oh Lord. Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh,
The fact that I had extra time this week to like look at stuff.
and that's the best you got.
Wow. Oh.
Oh God.
Anyway, back from the break, Cruz hits an amazing drop kick on a man named Vinci, doing a springboard. Some would say he was somewhere with less gravity. Some would say his name's Apollo. Some would say it's space fact time.
Fucking sensational. What a segue. Oh, do you know what I was just thinking? And I was like, we've had fucking dodgy Italian food facts. We've had picture in picture. So the Apollo Crews match, your opening gambit should have been a space fact. But actually, I'm glad that you saved it till now because it's almost a palate cleanser after the Jerry Lawler quote. So yeah, good work on that.
The planet Gliese 436b is a burning ball of ice. So Gliese 436b is another planet which could kill you instantly, but one which would leave you scratching your head in confusion as you perish. That's because Gliese, I think I've said it a different way every time. 436b is a ball of ice which exists at a seemingly impossible temperature at 439 degrees Celsius. The only reason the planet isn't visibly burning is because of the huge amount of water on Gliese 436b. Apparently, gravity pulls the water molecules to the planet's center so strongly and packs the molecules together so densely that they are unable to evaporate and the ice on top is unable to melt.
No way. That's banging that. Love that.
Go.
That's really that's mental, isn't it?
Space is a wonderful thing.
It's insanely hot, covered in ice.
Right.
It's nuts.
439 degrees Celsius.
Love space. Love space. Have you seen the pictures that have come back from that telescope recently? I think it was yesterday.
Yeah. What
What's
was
it
it?
called?
The two stars? The two solar systems. What was it?
Yeah. What was it? What's the new telescope called? The James Webb, NASA's James Webb telescope thing.
Yeah.
And they found like cosmic cliffs and stuff like that. And it's nuts. It's proper mental. If you haven't seen it, have a look at it because it is absolutely insane. There's pictures of like black holes and stuff like that. And
or I could be nice and put it beside us on the video review on YouTube.
boom. There you go. Thank you, NASA.
Copyrighted by NASA.
Copyright by NASA. Nah, I'm sure they're. Yeah, you can download the full resolution version of NASA's website. It's public domain. It's fine.
So, yep, that's back from Space Fact. Vinci's in full control, even catching Cruz midair in a suplex position.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Ridiculous. Cruz is not a small man, as we've already stated.
No, he is a ridiculously buff, bold, bearded man.
Cruz tries fighting back, but Mr. Run It Straight appears. Vic Joseph says he was there the whole time. After reviewing footage, can confirm he's a liar.
Liar! He's lying! See? He's a liar! I told you!
Why do people lie?
He was not there.
Was he balls?
He was not. I can confirm. I went back. So.
What he did, though, he ran it straight out of the crowd to ringside, didn't he?
Well, he must have done because he wasn't there before.
No,
he must have run from the top.
His little dip over the barrier.
But he must do some jumping if he only runs straight and he just goes.
like a frog.
Yeah, like 10 feet up.
Like a little Australian frog. I don't know the name of an Australian frog, but
Is he not from New Zealand?
I
I'm sure he's from New Zealand.
thought he was Australian. No, he's Australian.
Are they? Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Born in Brisbane.
well, Vic Joseph's a filthy liar.
Dirty liar.
That we have a new bit for every time they lie to us on commentary now.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Christ, it's going to be a long night then, isn't it?
Liar! He's lying! See? He's a liar! I told you!
That cost Cruz the match, essentially, giving Vinci the upset win? Yeah, upset win. I'll question myself when I read upset win, but yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it is. Apollo Crews coming back after many years not being in NXT, kind of expecting to win that first one. But it did go as expected. I think we said last week that it would probably end in fuckery, some sort of double DQ, a way to protect both men. Neither, like, it was there to make sure that neither of them lost cleanly. So it kind of makes sense. Obviously, we're getting Cruz and Quinn next, which might be all right. I would like to see this again, but given about 15 minutes, like properly without the silly interference.
Then they got what, 10 minutes in this?
Yeah, but it was for me. It was always, when's the interference going to come? Because neither one of these men are losing to each other yet. So like, when's the interference coming? Which for me, like, took away from it a little bit, because it was kind of predictable that it was going to happen. But it wasn't a bad match, as I say.
To be fair, I didn't even think about it, because I was just, I think I was actually enjoying the wrestling for once.
Yeah. They're both awesome, man. As I say, that moment when Vinci caught Cruz off the top and just held him up right up into a suplex. I think it was a brainbuster by the end of it. Was insane strength. But as I say, I think given a bit longer in the future, I think they could have a really decent match. I don't think this will be the last we see of them against each other.
Yeah. Next up, it's
the skateboarder.
The skateboarder.
Cora. Yay.
It's Cora the skateboarder. It's the only time I'm going to sound cheery for her this week, I tell you. She says,
someone's nay happy.
She says, toxic or mad, we stole the titles. So guess what? I'm getting those bitches.
Cool.
Yeah.
Aye, sure you are.
Yeah, more on that later. Can't wait. Yeah.
Can he wait?
10 out of 10, I tell you. Next up, fuck me. We're running through our segments pretty quickly.
Don't you worry, mate. There's plenty of there's plenty of filler later.
Next up is Buff Barbie. She hasn't been able to look at her nails recently, so she really needed that manicure, Troy. Like, really, really needed it.
But you're right. We are whipping through these segments, aren't we? But about 6. We're only fucking one match in.
She gets all her little nails, like, there's still dirt in them. OMG. Oh. That's so ratchet. Ooh.
So what, sorry? Ratchet?
That's so ratchet. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Is it no for what they call ugly bitches or disgusting bitches?
Ratchet.
Ratchet.
Slang.
Yeah.
No, slang, not lang.
God, what's ratchet slang?
Ratchet is a slang term that can mean exciting or excellent. Often used as a term of empowerment among strong women. Some may use it. So hang on. Some may use the term ratchet for when they're feeling bad in some way. The term has been previously used, however, as an insult, categorizing women as being overdramatic or promiscuous. That's so
ratchet.
Troy.
What's this? Here you go. Ratchet. Ratchet is a slang term in hip hop. In its original sense, it was a derogatory term to refer to an uncouth woman, and maybe a Louisianan Rigolette version of the word wretched, or a variation of the word rat shit. The term has been extended to have broader meanings and connotations and is no longer strictly bound by race or gender.
So
Fucking hell.
basically, if you're a munter,
A
if you're
rotter,
an absolute rotter of a woman, you're
And,
ratchet.
an absolute pig trotter.
See ya?
That's so ratchet.
Yeah.
Ratchet. Right. Nothing to do with the game Ratchet and Clank or anything.
No.
That's so ratchet.
It's fine.
Cool.
So she's keeping an eye on the women's title match, which
She's got no
was
business
happening.
being there.
which was happening when she recorded that segment. It definitely wasn't live, because then she would have went, if it does or doesn't go.
Yeah, that's the point. Why would you put that when the whole thing throughout the show has been, or so far, oh, it might not happen, like the contender's injured.
But then she
Poor
goes, I'm
timing.
keeping an eye on the match.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
See, if you're the booker of NXT, you sort of would have thought about that, eh? When
Come
you're
on.
like recording
Come
it.
on, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, come on, Sean. You're better than this. Come
One
on.
eye in the ring, one eye on his next Saudi paycheck. Come on.
He's still a sexy boy to me, damn it.
Keep your eyes on the prize, mate. Both of them.
Oh, but anyway, do you know who that was, Troy? Buff Barbie. So guess what? It's Barbie fact time.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Right.
Video Barbie was another controversial doll because she came with a real working camera disguised as her necklace. And video was
That's fucking voyeuristic, isn't it?
Yeah, and video was projected onto her back. The FBI became worried that Barbie's video could get hacked, sent to bad people, and could lead to any number of legal issues. Since she could record up to 30 minutes of video, Hello Barbie recorded conversations and could send the data to Mattel via Wi-Fi. Another controversial idea at the time.
GDPR having an absolute field day there, haven't they? Fucking hell. So basically, they bugged a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's something else. That, I mean, it's slightly disturbing, but it's not like, I don't know. I mean, you've had some clangers over the last few weeks. Like that's probably the most above board one. And I use that phrase very loosely. Probably the most above board Barbie one you've had since you started it. Because the rest of them have been awful.
Let's see how niche these are. Video Barbie for sale. What have we got?
Oh, God.
Shopping. Come on. Surely there's one here. Barbie Video Girl, real working video camera, 2009. £67.
I mean, that's not bad.
I was expecting worse for a niche thing.
Are you going to get one?
No.
Oh, why is there a Barbie doll here with what looks like shit on their face? What is that? Silent movie Susie is probably the best use for Barbie dolls at a music video. I don't know what it
Excuse me, what? Silent movie.
Whoa,
Susie.
just wait. I'm going to put it as my background so viewers on YouTube can see exactly what this is. I just have to remember to change it before I go into a work meeting tomorrow.
Come on then.
Because that's going to be awkward.
It saves me putting the photo up. So
don't you worry, mate. I've got you right here, mate. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it. It's fucking download it.
It's fucking.
Fucking. What is that?
What is that?
what is
the
that?
fuck is that? What is that?
I don't know, mate.
That is outrageous behavior. That.
Fuck that, isn't it? Yeah. So video Barbie doll, great. Well odd.
Yeah.
Cool.
Enough of Barbie talk now. Carrying on. Grimes talks. Cameron Grimes comes out, talks. He says North instead of NXT, referring to the North American title by accident. The crowd started shouting at him. He covers it greatly by going, "Well, I did lose it not long ago, so it's still on my mind." So
Aye.
he covered his arse pretty well there. Well done.
There we go.
He keeps talking, but JD McDonough appears. Not to be
Madonna.
mistaken for Madonna.
I mean, I love the fact that he just kept his video and just changed the name on it. Like, it's the same music. It
Yeah.
still says the Irish Ace.
Huh.
It's fine. I've got no issue with the name change. People are still going to shit on it. Have you got a segment for him? Because I think you should do.
Like what?
I don't know,
This
like
is very off the cuff.
I don't know.
About what?
Like facts about Funko Pops because he fucking looks like one. I don't know. Facts about McDonald's. Facts about McDonough kebabs. I don't know. Facts about Jack Daniels is JD. I don't know. I'm sure you could. You don't have to do it now, but just for future reference.
Right. Starting from next week, we'll have a segment for JD McDonough. There you go,
mate.
There you
There
go.
you go.
I just need to think of one.
There you go. All right.
Perfect.
Cool.
Right. About 60 seconds after this is what JD McDonough says. After 60 seconds after Braun beat you, you became old news because he attacked him last week, obviously.
Aye.
Grimes calls JD an Irish asshole. The crowd chant asshole, asshole, asshole. Gets headbutted by JD
must have been
before not the crowd. Cameron Grimes. Before
The entire crowd got headbutted by him.
his heat's that big.
I mean, it's easy to see why.
Before a proper scuffle happens between JD and Grimes, JD runs out the ring. So we'll get that match next week. It is next week. It was announced, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this is a bit awkward, actually. Like, Grimes seemed to struggle a little bit with his promo. I thought, like, I don't know. The match itself would be really good, but yeah, I'm not really sure what they're doing with Grimes. Is he going to be a heel or not? Because JD's definitely a heel.
Yeah. He's stuck in this position now where he's just lost the NXT title match. So it's always the same when someone loses, like, the big title match. Like,
They're going to be the stepping stone for his next challenger, essentially.
Usually that, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is sad to say, but yeah.
Is Cameron Grimes NXT's Dolph Ziggler?
No, that's Santos Escobar.
Right. Actually, yeah, he is. He is. You had to think about it, though, didn't you?
I had to think about it, but next up, it's the Creed brothers, or the Brothers Creed, if you're Malcolm Bivens about it.
Who?
Don't you worry about that. I don't want to get sued. It's fine.
Never heard of him.
The Creed brothers helped Damon Kemp watching videos of last week's match between the Creed brothers themselves and Damon Kemp and Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong switches the projector off. Damon Kemp goes, I was watching that. Well, you were only watching half of it because you were stood halfway fucking in there.
You tart.
You fucking idiot.
Right. Go on.
Strong challenges Damon Kemp next week. So that's a match next week.
So it's just Diamond Mine fighting each other. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Also, who watches stuff on a projector unless you're at a cinema? Surely it's more hassle setting up a projector and a screen than it is just get the TV. Or here's something, just watch it on a phone or a tablet.
Can confirm it as a guy that spent a good couple of months watching lots of things on the projector. Like, once you've set it up, you can't be arsed stripping it
It's
apart
a right
to then
faff.
set it up again. So I think it was genuinely like a solid month or two of just watching everything on the projector.
Yeah, because it was more hassle to take it down.
Yeah, because we literally had to move the whole area about, the living room about, to get a good position for it, essentially.
Proper faff.
So
faff.
Then we just put it in the cupboard. I've never used it since. So there you go. Just get a big enough TV. You'll be fine.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Just get like those big bitches they used to bring out of science lessons back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then you see wheel those fuckers in with the VHS and you knew it was fucking business time.
Oh, right. Diamond Mine are good to watch, but no one actually cares. So let's talk about something people read, but no one actually cares. It's Guinness World Record time.
From North and South America, Western Europe, Scandinavia, Asia, and the South Pacific, the spectacular world of Guinness records. Featuring amazing feats, facts, and phenomena.
You are blowing your load early here, aren't you?
Oh, there's so many segments coming on here at the start. What's going on?
It's mad. Are you treating us?
Oh, mate, I'm treating you on this one. Right. Can you put 28 socks on one foot in just 30 seconds? You can. Wow. Well, then do it 29 and you will be a record breaker. Pavel Durdik from Slovakia currently holds the record for this, with the only rule being that you have to put them on one at a time. That's right. There are no rules for them being clean, so you can raid your laundry basket if you really need to.
Wow, do you know what? I'm giving that a go. That sounds beatable. What are you doing?
Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, sure. Hang on, mate. If you just pop them on here, that'd be grand.
Right, hold on. We're going to get this.
This doesn't benefit anyone listening to the podcast, does it?
You can see my sexy feet now.
I can. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Right. You need.
Do you want me to set a timer?
Set a timer here, right?
Right. Hang on then. Wait there.
Right, one at a time. It's got to be.
Oh Christ!
Oh, this is
right.
going to be fast.
Are you ready?
Probably not. We're probably not going to get any close, but it'll be fine.
Have you loosened them up all a little bit first? So
we're going for it. It's fine.
Also, are they all the right-footed ones?
No.
You're right. You might struggle there.
Do socks have right-footed than left-footed? Nah, they're not.
Well, my football socks do.
That's football socks. They're probably different.
Yeah. Right. So, how long have you got?
30 seconds.
What's the record?
29.
29. That's 1 a second, nearly.
We'll see what we can do. Okay.
Oh, Christ. Right. Are you ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it's not good on the seat, that's for sure. 1. Oh, I fucked this.
Mate, you've absolutely fucked this. Right, we're 10 seconds in. He's putting his third one on for those that are listening and can't see. What's that? Number 4? 20 seconds. That's number 5. Number 6.
Oh, it's a tight one.
Number 7. And that's your 30 seconds, mate. He didn't even get 7 on.
Who you fan 1 a second on? That is ridiculous. I refuse to believe that's a real thing.
I mean, there's got to be video evidence of it somewhere, isn't there?
That is utter bullshit. I refuse to believe that is not a real record. Boy's fucking got fucking wet feet and silky socks or something.
Wet feet. Oh, God. Well, that was a fucking experience.
Anyone on the audio is going to be like, what the fuck is going on?
I mean, I'd be no good as a fucking commentator because I didn't do a good job of selling that for anyone just listening. Oh, jeez. Right, keep practicing. When I come back off my hiatus, I want you to be at least 15 in 30 seconds.
15 socks? That is a ridiculous. Who's pitting? How's he getting a sock a second? What's going on there?
That's a sock every 2 seconds. 15.
No, but this boy, how's he getting a sock a second?
I'm going to look it up afterwards. I want to see the video of this because what kind of pace is he going at?
If I find the video, I will put it in the video review.
Please do.
heart. Too much moving in 30 seconds. What's going on? Oh. Is it kicking about?
Hang on. So what did you say the record was?
28 in 30 seconds I've got here.
Because there's another record. What year is that from?
I don't really know.
Because in 2017, there's a guy that did 52 in 1 minute.
That would be less if you double it.
I mean, both are unachievable.
Yeah, this is from the 14th of June, 2022. So it's
so quite recent then.
This one's quite recent, yeah.
Oh, he smashed it then, didn't he?
I will find a video of the man putting fucking wet socks or however he does it. I bet he lubes every sock up or something. It sounds stupid like that. I bet it's going to be some stupid trick that's ridiculous you'd never think of.
Oh, right. We'll find a video. We'll put it in the video review.
Anyway.
Right. Fucking moving on. Jesus.
A heart.
That was something, wasn't
it? That'll be 50 quid a foot photo for anyone listening.
It's like your side hustle, is it? Some weird foot fetish.
Only Aaran's. That's what it's going to be called.
Only blurts.
Whoa. Oh. Next up. Fucking hell.
Not even halfway through, you're shagged, didn't you?
Do you hear that in the faint distance, Troy?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Yeah. It's coming closer. Fuck, it's loud.
Swat it away.
It's dickhead.
Get to fuck.
Yeah, he says things didn't go his way last week. He blames Wesley.
Things never go your way when you got a haircut like that, mate.
Get it up, yeah.
Get it up, yes.
Oh, you love to see it. Aye, cool, riveting. We get him next week versus Wesley. Was it announced? I think so.
Yeah, aye. Sweet.
Next up, Caden Carter versus Tatum Paxley. The match starts. My next note is the match ends as Paxley rolls up Carter for a shot win because nothing happened.
Yeah. I mean, Tatum Paxley looks like she's improving, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
I know she's still kind of a work in progress, if you like, but I think she looked good. I think they had decent chemistry. They just had 3 minutes to work with, which is fucking nothing, isn't it? 3 minutes. I've pisses that last longer than 3 minutes.
Justin Timberlake and Madonna had 4 minutes and they saved the world.
Why have you reminded me of that? Did they balls? This wasn't too bad though. I think as I say, I think Paxley's improving. She didn't look too bad. But 3 minutes is no time to really show yourself off. So, meh, it's a dud.
Yeah, meh, cool, riveting. Speaking of fucking duds, Joe Gacy and his faction are called the Schism.
The Schism. Schism, not the Schism.
Sorry.
Like the shizzle.
For Schizomanism. Aye.
For Schizomanism?
Oh.
Did you... So... I'm assuming you've looked up what schism means.
I had to, yes.
Right, cool,
yes.
Good.
A split or division between strongly opposed sections or parties caused by differences in opinion or belief. So, or there's another one, the formal separation of a church into two churches or the succession of a group owing to doctrinal and other differences. Fucking hell, words are flying at me.
Fucking word grenade.
Fucking hell.
Absolute word missile.
Yeah. So Schism fits perfectly for this.
It does.
He's on about churches and a party, and
it's a fucking weird name for a faction, though.
Schism.
Schism.
They ain't going to main roster as
Schism,
that's for sure.
Doesn't he roll off the tongue, does it?
That's not going to main roster. I can tell you
Schism.
that.
Right. Cool. Who's that? Oh, don't worry. That's just Joe Gacy and Grizzled Young Veterans. Right. What are they called? Not Joe Gacy and the Grizzled. No, they're called Schism.
Schism.
They're called what now? Schism. Yeah, change that. Oh, God. Meh. For NXT 2.0, it works.
Yeah.
For anything else, probably not.
Right.
Also, forget it's a song by Tool, which, if you don't know, is a very good song by a pretty good band. Schism by Tool. Check it out.
They're showing themselves, their true selves, next week.
Right.
So you're getting
Zach-
Grizzle Young Veterans.
Zach Gibson's grown a skullet, has he? Can't wait.
He's dyed he's got a mustache and a perm, and he's dyed
God.
it black.
He's gone full scouse.
Full sky.
Comes out to Scouse House.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, it's going to be awful. Oh. What if it isn't Grizzled Young Veteran? I mean, it is. It has to be. But what if it isn't Grizzled Young Veterans?
Are you?
What if it isn't Grizzled Young? What if it's?
We've invested for like a solid month now. That's
and a
Grizzled Young
rest. And a
Veterans.
rest. Okay, if it's not Grizzled Young Veterans, who do you think it is? Vinnie Mac and Bruce Pritchard.
WES didn't go very well, so it's the Authors of Pain. They're back.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh no! Nah, right. It's Grizzled Young Vets. Come on then. Schism.
Next up, it's fuck me. I'm still a bit torn up by the world record. Sanga and his bitches laugh about Duke Fudson last week. Duke Fudson shows up. They're fighting next. Liar, because there's segments in between. Filthy liar.
Liar! He's lying! See? He's a liar! I told you!
Filthy liar.
Yeah.
Oh, what segment have you got then? Come on.
Well, it's Duke Fudson. What's a slang word for a vagina? A fud.
Bud.
It's vagina talk time.
You fuckhole! A wee fur burger. And my fucking favourite, a sausage wallet.
Are you ready?
They have absolutely jam-packed this first half with just fucking detroiters. Oh, I love it. Go on.
I can't predict the order of NXT here.
Have a word with them. Tell them how much work it gives you to do on the podcast when they put this much turd at the start.
University of Wisconsin PhD student Cecilia Westbrook made 2 batches of her very own natural yogurt after seeing a cookbook documenting recipes using sperm.
Take my headphones
Come
off.
on, Troy, put those headphones
I
back
literally
on.
can't hear you.
Troy, put them back on right now.
God. Right, go on. I know where this is going.
Miss Westbrook said, in a way, it's so obvious. Like, of course, you can make yogurt out of your natural flora, but who would think to do it? And of course, a feminist in me wants to say something about how there's a beauty in connecting your body to your food and exploring the power that your vagina has. Part of that is a kind of mystical hippie thing, but part of it is also just getting comfortable with your own body, especially in a culture that's so uncomfortable with women's bodies. She made the yogurt overnight, using a wooden spoon to collect her ingredients and ferment it into a dish. When she woke, she ate the sample with blueberries, saying that it tasted like Indian yogurt.
What? Curry powder in yogurt? I don't know what Indian yogurt's like. That's all I'm going off.
It's a very bitter yogurt.
Right.
It's a very bitter style of yogurt.
Like Indian tonic water.
Yeah,
like just bitter, like fizzy water.
yeah.
Oh,
Hold on. We're not finished, right? Right.
oh, f-
Eh,
I
the,
clocked out about 10 minutes ago, mate.
the dominant bacteria is called lactobacillus, which also happens to be what people sometimes use to culture milk, cheese, and yogurt. After carrying out the experiment, however, the pair consulted Larry Forney, a microbiologist at the Uni of Idaho, who warned them that it was a bad idea. He told them that by carrying out this experiment, you could end up with a bad batch because there are far more bacteria in a vagina than lactobacilli, leaving room for things to go wrong. So don't try this at home. There's a poll under this. Would you eat yogurt from your own vagina?
Please don't put that as a poll when you upload this to Anchor. That's got to be the worst one of any of the facts that you do or any of the quotes. Oh, don't get me started on that nonsense. Oh, the feminist in me. No, you're a fucking idiot. If you want yogurt, just go and buy yogurt like the rest of us, you dafty.
My question is, what cookbook has she bought that has like,
there isn't a cookbook. It's the one in her head.
That has sperm kicking
It's
the
the one in her head. There's no cookbook that has that because no fucker's writing it.
That's like the missus going, excuse me, Aaron, can like you wank in this tub so I can have it for an ingredient? It's in the cookbook, you see.
I've not long had my dinner, mate. I'd rather try and keep that down. Oh, that is just fucking behave yourself. Not you, her, and anyone else that's thinking of trying to do the same nonsense. Pack it in. All of yous. It's fucking nonsense.
On the other hand, if you would like to try it, tell us how it goes.
So glad I don't have to do this for a few weeks. Fuck me. What's wrong with people?
Right.
I'm just going to serve up some of my own bodily discharge with some blueberries for a tryout. You fucking menace. What are you doing? What are you doing?
She stuck a wooden spoon up her vagina. Just to get some juice.
Some juice?
So, if you want to be fancy about it, some jus.
Oh. Just fucking pack it in. Honestly, men or women around the world, if you're fucking listening to this and you're thinking, I'll fucking cook up a batch of my own yogurt, pack it in, fuck off down to Aldi and buy some Greek yogurt and stop in a knobhead. Wow. What's next? What's next? Just shitting in Tupperware, freezing that, and just slicing bits off like turd jerky. Like, come on. What?
There's a sex thing.
Right, I'm out.
There's a sex thing where Troy's not listening, but if you like freeze your poo, right?
This is a wrestling podcast.
It's quite
can't hear what you're saying.
I'm sure it's in the gay culture, kicking a bit. I'm sure it is, where you like freeze your poo and you use it as a dildo, but then you've only got like a minute before it starts getting messy. See, there you go. You can come back now, darling.
I've only got visual reference to go on, mate. So put your thumbs up if I'm alright to come back.
You can. I can't. Hold on. What's it called? What was it called? Oh, I can't remember.
I hope you're not still going on about this.
No, I'm not. Come back.
Right.
Come back. Come back.
Right.
Yeah. See, right. You're back. You can hear me now. It's fine.
Can we move on to the match, please?
No, because we're going to B Square Junior and Overcooked Steak Enthusiasts. That's what
I
you
can
call,
deal with that.
That's what you call a fucking knobhead.
Cooking your steak like a leather wallet.
Yeah.
Look.
They're in a bar, pretty deadly up here, cowboy hats and all.
2 tasty bar snacks.
Yeah. You want to see it. They want a bar brawl. Cowgirl, I forgot her name, says no.
Fallon.
Fallon Henley.
Fallon Henley, that's it.
She goes, Nah, in the ring next week to do the root to
What was that? What on earth was that?
That's exactly what she said.
She said rootin' tootin'.
Root
She absolutely did not say rootin' tootin'. No, she didn't. Come back next week so we can do the rootin' tootin' yeehaw. No, I'm not having it. No.
I agree to disagree. Next up is the actual match we were promised would be next, but we got a segment in between, so it's fine. It's Duke Fudson versus Sanga. Is the tasty horse alarm going off?
I think it probably should do.
It probably should do for this one. Yeah.
2 prime slabs of beef.
Get it going. Horse
Get it
alarm
going.
going off. There you go.
There it is.
Right. The match starts. Sanga's in control the whole time, apart from a boot to the face, but Sanga replies with a choke slam, winning the match. It was very just meat and potato wrestling.
Mainly meat as well.
Mainly meat, yeah.
Just meh. Cool was there.
Yeah, it wasn't a long match at all. It was get Sanga over a bit more. Yeah.
Should have just been a squash, really. It was a bit of a mess.
But then who should have got the squash?
Sanga.
And if they're trying to still keep Duke Fudson semi-relevant.
I mean, they quickly parred off that, I play poker gimmick, didn't they?
That is true, yeah.
Hey, come back to my poker lounge in the performance centre.
Why?
Why? You're crap.
The last he was necking on with left, so...
Necking on with?
Necking on with?
Who even says that? The lassie he was necking on with.
Necking on with, aye.
Right. I'm going to remember that phrase. When we finish this, I'm going to go down, ask Natalie, do you fancy necking on? She'll be like, what? Yeah. Cool. Necking on.
That's a real phrase, surely.
In Scotland, yeah.
Fucking necking on.
Right, go on.
Meaning.
Give me the Oxford Dictionary definition of necking on.
Informal kissing, caressing, and other sexual activity between partners that does not involve stimulation of the genitals or sexual intercourse. There you go. So it's a thing. That's from the dictionary itself.
What, the Oxford English Dictionary?
It says dictionary.com.
Right. Cool.
Right. It's the best you're getting. So there you go. I'm more. Oh,
this is the NXT podcast, mate. I don't expect a lot. Right.
Right. Aye, that's all it says. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
What was next then?
Next was Robert Stone complains about Sakura. They do right. He proceeds to go. This isn't baseball. This isn't football. We're about to see how tough a fight you really are. That's how he said it. Listen to how that man cut that promo.
What was that accent? Where is he from?
No,
the Walt Disney warehouse.
That was Von Wanker.
It doesn't matter who it was. What was that accent?
That was definitely how he talked.
You sound like your mouth's just full of tongues.
That's how he talked.
You sound like you've been necking off with about 6 different people at once.
My tongue is swollen from all the necking the birds.
You also sound a little bit like Mike Tyson. Oh, God. Oh, I've just realised what this means.
As Troy has stated, it means it's come Tuesday time.
Come Tuesday?
Come Tuesday. Remember Nemo and his dad in Finding Nemo? It turns out a sequel is warranted because there's a lot of drama on the reproductive lives of clownfish. Socially, clownfish like to hang out and see anemones. where two large breeders, a male and a female, are in charge of a group of smaller male clownfish who don't reproduce. But say, for instance, the female breeder dies. In that case, the large male switches its sex to become the dominant female, while the biggest of the small males quickly bulks up to take on the role of sexual mature male breeder. Come on, Pixar. Becoming Mima is a hit waiting to happen.
Oh, Lord. Did you come out with that one all on yourself? Well done. Oh, dear.
Ah.
I hate you.
Come Tuesday.
Come Tuesday. Did you drop that in as a sample?
Yeah, that's a sample for it.
Right.
Just him saying come Tuesday.
Excellent.
Oh, right. That was your come Tuesday fact.
Ooh.
Only the whammiest the water for me.
Oh. Only 4 matches to go.
Oh. Next up, it's Toxic. Mandy. And our cronies say it wasn't them that attacked Roxanne Perez because everyone's saying it, that they didn't do it.
It was definitely Toxic Attraction.
Definitely Toxic Attraction.
I'm putting money on it, so
Oh,
I'm
I
convinced.
fucking wish it was Toxic Attraction.
Shh.
Uh,
Ruin it. Some people haven't watched it. Some people use this as their definitive source for NXT 2.0 every week.
You just wait, everyone. You'll fucking hear about what happened at the end of this. Oh, next up is Wagner versus Sakura. It starts off as a brawl on the rampway into the ring. The match starts. They both tussle. Solo gets upper hand with stiff strikes and visual aggressive offense. Wagner's constantly on the defensive, but in a good, big beefy boy powerhouse way. Outside the ring, after being hit by a running hip attack, Von Wagner hits Solo's head off the announce table. He no-sells it because he's got thick head.
Thick.
They brawled to a double count out.
Yeah, it was a rare occasion where it was difficult to sort of call a winner on this. So they just went with no one. Like
if it's not interference, it's double count.
Yeah, they need to keep both of these looking strong. And whilst neither of us really invest into Von Wagner,
I invest in Von Wagner.
Clearly, wow, you do probably more than anyone else does, and more than anyone should do. But yeah, they're clearly invested, but they use him sparingly, don't they?
Yeah.
And this was kind of two sides of the coin here, where both of these guys are going on, I say, an undefeated streak. I know Sakura's been defeated once or twice in kind of his feud around the North American Championship, but for the most part, he's been booked fairly strong.
Yeah.
Von Wagner has as well, but one of them you rarely see on TV in Von Wagner, and the other one is fairly consistent on TV in Solo Sakura.
Yeah.
So as I say, like it was a rare case when it was difficult to see who they'd go with. I think it was the right decision here. Obviously, we're getting something down the line. It was a non-finish. It's the start of a rivalry. Should be pretty good. I think Sakura can do something decent here with Von Wagner. I think he can kind of really show him off, maybe push him a little bit to that next level that he needs to go to. So I'm, I guess, kind of intrigued as to where this goes next.
Yeah. As to, I hope they do it in a way that both men come out better from this.
Yeah. Regardless of who wins, like,
Yeah.
they both look strong. I think they can do a decent job of this.
Mate, I thought they could do a decent job of someone else last week when I mentioned it, but
Don't worry about it.
what? Anyway, next up is Caramel and the Triplet Factory. They invite the ladies with giblets to their penthouse. They get the ladies moist. And the jacuzzis, Troy, stop being so dirty.
Sorry, giblets?
Giblets. Yeah.
Giblets?
Giblets.
Breets.
Breets, aye, Breets.
Breets.
Breets, aye. Giblets.
Right. Cool.
Uh,
I've used the term giblets for bollocks, not breets.
oh,
So
they get the ladies moist in the jacuzzi. Yeah.
can you not?
Hey, stop! I said what I said. Stop being so minging and disgusting, Troy.
Right. I'm gonna brighten up the mood, mate.
Come on, then.
I've got some Willy Wonka facts.
I've got a perfect for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, mate. 2 facts for you this week. 2 facts. Double header. The film was originally financed by Quaker Oats. They wanted the film to tie in the film rather to a new candy bar that they were going to release. So the movie was renamed from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in order to promote the candy tie-in. When the film was released, the company began marketing its Wonka chocolate bars, but unfortunately, an error in the chocolate formula caused the bars to melt too easily, even while sat on the shelf, and so they were taken off the market immediately. Nestle now owns the Wonka Candy Company.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
It's what you get for fucking being a porridge company trying to do a chocolate bar.
You blurt.
Yeah,
Stick to flapjack, you pillocks.
Aye.
And last Wonka fact. In Wonka's office at the end of the movie, if you remember, Charlie's stunned reaction to the candy maker yelling at him is a real reaction. So the little kid, what's his name? Dingy Ostrom, wasn't told beforehand that Wonka would be yelling at Charlie's character. The director felt that doing it that way would allow for a better and more real reaction from Charlie. Gene Wilder said that he wanted more than anything to warn Peter Ostrom, the actor that's playing Charlie, about yelling at him beforehand because they'd become such good friends during the production. And he wanted Ostrom to be assured that it was only acting, but the director forbid it. So he didn't tell him that he was going to scream at him. So his reaction in that last scene was genuine terror.
Yeah.
That's method acting, that is.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis could learn a thing or two off that. I say that. Daniel Day-Lewis is the epitome of the method actor.
It is a bit creepy, though, being a man and befriending a child.
All right. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I'm just saying. Nowadays, if you done that, it would be fucking fire up the alarm, fucking 999.
999.
999.
Aye, exactly that. Cool. Wait. Oh, that should do me for the rest of this episode. Fucking hell. I'm just going straight from the bottle now. I've run out of balls.
It's straight from the bottle. It's fine.
Aye.
We don't condone alcohol, but
we do. Not drugs.
We do. Yeah. Don't do drugs. Bad. No. Next up,
unless it's Coonsall, and then that's no, it's not. We don't have the UWP does not advocate the use of drugs, recreational or otherwise.
But if you do them, tell us how your experience was.
Let us know who you did now.
Let us know your story about being on drugs, and we will talk about it. I mean, I've said enough, haven't I?
You have, yeah. Fucking enough to last a couple of episodes.
Billy Willies and all that. Next up.
Pilly Wally.
If you don't know what a Pilly Willy is, just Google it.
Or not. Probably don't. Or if you do it with incognito search mode on. Because you don't want that coming up in your search history.
Next up is Lash Lane and Dirrily Shite with a basketball. She's going to batter Indy Hartwell. She doesn't do much for that basketball, does she?
Nope.
She says she's good, apparently, so okay. The ball rolls. A red Raji bat stops it, though.
A red Raji bat?
Aye. Let's go. It's
top Raji, Kaylee Ray.
Not that we don't know. We never seen who had the Raji bat.
It's Kaylee Ray.
No. Say her awful name.
Kaylee Ray.
No, say her actual awful name.
Albafire.
There we go. Hey, if we've got to go through fucking other names that have been changed, then It has to be done. We'll come back to that later. Next up, it's Chase U Go to London.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, I don't think I've got a few things to say about it. They ask Andre Chase, you think the Queen's a fan of Chase U? Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Andre Chase is beating who's that? Who have I written there? Fuck me, Aaron.
There's only 3 people in this segment.
Oh,
You've mentioned one of them.
Andre Chase is beating Glenn's ass for calling on Chase University 7th best.
Aye.
Yeah, because they're number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah. My notes haven't give it justice there, but it's a very, very funny segment.
It's a very funny set. It's awesome. I love this.
It's literally a minute or 2 long. It will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Go watch it. They literally just go to all the historical places in London and make puns and jokes and shit. Perfect. Right. Back to Lash Legendarily shite.
Didn't Bodie's, or was it Chase? Didn't he say like the Queen's building an extension on Buckingham Palace because he's getting a knighthood or something like that?
Yeah.
Building an extension on Buckingham Palace just for him.
It's the Andre Chase extension, yeah.
That's it.
That big sticky out bit on the side.
Like a shitty gazebo. This was a great segment. It was hilarious. I really enjoyed it.
Going from great segments to shit segments. Lash Legendarily shite versus Indy Hartwell.
Oh god.
The match starts. Legend does this weird.
Does it? Does the match start?
Well. Legend does this weird stretch and goes for hitting Indy's head off the ropes. It's shit. Legendarily shit, I may say. Alba Fire appears on the veranda, apparently to help Indy Hartwell, but she butchers her finisher, and then both women butcher the pin. Yeah.
This was absolute dog shit.
It was absolute shit. Instead of fucking Indy Hartwell couldn't even carry Lash Legend to a solid shit. It was a wet shit.
It was. Right, on. Okay, I'm just going to bring up the...
oh, gosh. I don't know what he's Googling, so this could be worrying.
I'm just bringing up everyone's favourite, the Bristol Stool Chart. Do you know what the Bristol Stool Chart is, Aaron?
I think so, from being a kid, yes.
Enlighten me. Tell me what you think it is.
Is it not the different types of poo you have and you mark out which one you've had every day?
It is the different types of poo.
Yeah.
Yep, it's the Bristol Stool Chart as a way to talk about shapes and types of poop, what doctors call stools. It's also known as the Mayer's Scale. So, that match on the Bristol Stool Chart was a type 7.
A type 7.
For reference, type 1 is separate hard lumps, severe constipation. Middle ground, number 4, normal, like a smooth, soft, like a smooth, soft sausage or a snake. That's their description. This was type 7. Liquid consistency with no solid pieces, severe diarrhea. That's what this match was. It was fucking dreadful. It was actually, we know what it's called, don't we? It's the drizzling shits. The drizzling shits.
After the match, Alba Fire saves this segment. Not for NXT, but for us, because she tries to hit her with a bat, which means Alba Fire has a poo character change, a poo name, so it's poo talk time. Troy's segment wasn't even the poo talk time.
Fuck me. As if I've just introduced the Bristol Stool Chart and that wasn't enough poo talk for one episode.
Shall we get into
Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit?
What do you mean?
Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting!
Fuck. Right. Come on then.
Sloths leave the safety of their trees only once a week, and it's for their weekly poop. It's actually a fairly treacherous mission, as climbing down makes them intensely vulnerable to predators. Scientists aren't quite sure why they poop on the ground in the first place.
I mean, you sit in a tree order, just shit from the tree.
They insist on going to the ground and pooing.
Well, then that's their own stupid fault. They
It's
get
only-
caught, then, isn't it?
It's the only time they go for a poo.
Once
to
a
go
week.
on the ground.
Once a week.
Once a week to go for a poo.
Can you imagine how much shit there is? You poo once a week.
But all they eat is like leaves.
Yeah, I know, but they consume a lot of fucking leaves, don't they?
Do they?
I mean, they must
They
consume
sleep
a
a little
lot because
bit.
all they do is sleep.
Yeah,
So
all
they
they
must-
do is sleep. So
They must consume a lot of carbs to be sleeping that much. Must mean they're dumping out a lot of poop. I don't know. Also, it's not something I really want to look into that much.
yeah. Right. Next up, random ladies talk about who attacked Roxanne Perez at the start of the night. Oh my god. One lady says she watches documentaries. It's always the boyfriend or the husband. Sure. Cool.
Sure. Aye.
Riv it in. But thankfully, Sakura and Von Wanker interrupt the segment. They just insist on continuing to batter
Of course
each
it is.
other.
Just like two big fucking humpback whales just smashing about the performance centre.
Yeah.
Speaking of humpback whales, I've got a fact, mate.
Fuck me. Right, okay.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, coming in with your own facts, that's who it is.
Well, no, Nat in the Discord asked for a fact specifically on whales. I was then told that I had to leave the sea alone because that's Joe from Damn It Vince podcast. That's it. The sea and that lot is their territory. And I say, get to fuck. Here's a humpback whale fact. Okay. Fact, humpback whales. You ready?
I'm ready.
Humpback whales don't eat for most of the year. Humpback whales in the southern hemisphere live off their fat reserves for 5.5 to 7.5 months each year as they migrate from the tropical breeding grounds of the Antarctic to feed on krill. There you go.
Damn.
So imagine shitting once a week to not eating for like 8 months. There you go. Animal facts. The animal world.
They're silly people. They're silly whales for not eating.
I mean, they've got enough on them to live off that, haven't they?
Eventually, you'll run it. If you're just living off shitty little plankton and krill.
Shitty little plankton and krill.
Look at all the vegans. They're like just skin and bone, most of them. So
it's true. They are. Skin and bone, just living off, I don't know, air and tears. I don't know what they eat.
Their own tears.
Their own tears. The tears of other vegans. I don't know. No offense to any vegan. No. All the effort. Nah, I'm joking. Forget it.
I like eating meat, so get it up. Yeah.
Get your fuck. Do you know what I had for lunch today?
What?
8-ounce rump steak.
For lunch?
Oh, there's a pub literally. There's a pub here. Literally there. I can see it.
Yeah.
That's where I went for lunch.
Damn.
Aye. Steak.
That sounds like a good lunch.
No mess about.
And here's me just getting a meal deal for Asda.
Aye. Normally it'd be a meal deal. Nothing wrong with a meal deal. Treat yourself every now and again.
Yeah. I to be fair, I got a southern fried chicken breast roll.
Breet.
Aye. Chicken breet. Aye. Chang.
Chang.
Chang breet. Aye.
Southern fried chicken breet.
Aye. Aye.
Oh, I do love your slang. Chicken breet.
Chicken breet. Aye.
Do you know what you haven't eaten?
Cannoli.
Cannoli, mate. Come on.
I know. Mate, I'm not going to buy a takeaway just for the sake of spending £4 on something.
You fucking should do, mate. Do you love this podcast or not?
I put my heart and soul into it, I tell you.
You need to be putting your belly into it, mate, and filling it with cannoli. Have a word at Tony Macaroni's.
Yeah, why do you know they fucking
Why do you know do cannolis? Coming across like you're the fucking peak of Italian cuisine, you didn't even do cannolis. Shite bags. Disgusting. Poor show.
Next up, Sakura yeets stone into a dump a dumpster after he says, "Who the I'll assume fucking hell
Yeah, I
do you
guess.
think you are?" Because it does beep. So every time I go, no one will hear it because it just goes beep. No one will ever know what the word is.
Now, oh shit, my rucksack just fell off. I scared the shit out of me. Okay, we're all good. They'll hear that though, because I just said I said the S word.
Yeah, that's okay, but that other
Oh,
word
is
isn't
it?
okay.
Oh, is it like on like
Yeah.
Netflix films where it's like certificate 12? They can say shit, but they can't say.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
this is. Yeah,
Cool.
see, I've got a beep about 8 things now.
even when you were like, "Oh, I've got to put loads of beeps," and you said,
"Stop saying the word try." Next,
tag team action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, no, not yet. Hold on.
God.
Hold on. You're rushing into things here.
I'm rushing into it.
The scan here QR code.
Oh,
Did you look at it?
I did.
Yeah, it was a Wordle game.
Are you gonna put it up on the screen for the
It'll
the
be
YouTube
in the middle
viewers?
of us when I
Aye.
put it.
Aye.
So yeah, it was. I did have it. It was.
Oh, I've got it somewhere. What was it? Was it Quinn, Brock,
Becky, Cruz, Trick, Brock, and Toxic. So the C is the very last letter of the 5 letters.
And O is in there somewhere.
O is in there somewhere, but it's not the second or third. So the O is either the first letter or the 4th letter.
What do you think it is? Have you worked it out? I know you lot do fucking Wordle on the Discord, don't you?
I don't do Wordle.
As you know, it's Ryan and
yeah,
Triceratops.
Yeah.
Any ideas?
Tonic.
Tonic.
No, it can't be because O's not there.
Right. It's tonic.
We'll go for it'll be a tag team named Bollock, spelled BALOC. Bollock. There you go.
Amazing. Oh, right. Well, that's that then, isn't it?
Solved it. There you go. 2 hairy women named Bollock.
Oh, Christ.
Next up is Tony D. How do you talk to a dead Italian? With a Luigi board?
Oh, sensational stuff. Nothing but the best from you on the D'Angelo jokes.
It happens every week for anyone that's here first time. It's when he first appears, you have to give him an Italian joke as a name.
Fuck it. If anyone's listening to this for the first time, I'd be surprised if they got to this point.
He says it's time to see if Wild and Cruz are loyal or not to the D'Angelo fam. Yeah, sure. Next up is D'Angelo and Stacks versus Inoue and Blade. As Troy would state, the tag action that we were meant to get. The match starts. Inoue gets upper hand. Good tag offense by Inoue and Blade. Fucking hell, pardon me.
Fucking hell, even I heard that. You sounded like a humpback taking a gobful of krill.
It probably tasted the same as well. One kick to the sternum. Fuck me, Aaron. One kick to the sternum of Inoue changes that as. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? What's your beef?
Just your inability to say the word sternum.
Sternum. Aye.
Sternum.
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 What's wrong with that?
Come on, we're nearly there.
Right. Blade, right. Keep that chuckle going, Troy.
Oh, God.
Blade gets the hot pocket tag. Quick and hot, but leaves a blister on the roof of your mouth because you went on it too quickly, giving Tony D'Angelo time to hit his swinging net breaker for the win.
Oh, mate. What a finish to the match itself and your review of it. Jesus wept.
Before we talk about it, after the match, Cruiserweight then attack Malik Blade after the match, after Tony D'Angelo tells them to.
Cool.
Yeah.
It was all right. Fairly short. Made good use of the time. D'Angelo continues to look strong and protected. It just continues to progress. This storyline slowly but surely, once Santos comes back, I think it'll kind of reignite a little bit of a fire under this again. But it was all right. It will do.
Yeah. It's just to carry on this storyline.
Yeah, that's it.
I like it when they like carry storylines on that don't last like just a week. But...
This has been going about over a month. It's spoiling us.
Fuck me. I like that. Keep in mind that I like that, right?
When did this start? Was it in your house? Was it in your house or the one before where they had the match? It was basically...
It was Mania weekend, was it not? Was the match to decide?
No. The one at Mania was if Tony D'Angelo wins, he's the Don of NXT. And then it was the show after that they did. I think it might have been in your house.
It would have been in your house then, yeah.
And it was basically they run the family, they lead the family.
Yeah.
So it would have been either Escobar running the whole thing or D'Angelo.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was that.
Aye.
Next up is Nikita Lyons and her Dirty Pillows requesting time.
Dirty pillows? Oh, they need to calm the fuck down on what they're putting her in. Coming out here looking like some sort of hot air balloon convention. Jesus. Someone somewhere has fucking had a heart attack.
Over 50 demograph. Some of them are definitely keeled over.
Absolute Breach Central. Oh, Christ.
She basically just goes, as Shaggy quoted it perfectly.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, pal.
It wasn't me that attacked her. Aye, okay. Right, cool. Next up, Axion. He likes comics, so he's now a superhero as well as a math geek. Oh yeah, shit. I forgot about the important thing. Because he's a superhero, he now wears a mask. If you didn't know his identity, he's just done a promo last week to literally show you his face to tell you what he looks like.
But then it's like, oh, I wear a mask and I'm all shrouded in a mystery. Like, you cut a promo last week. I saw your face.
You literally said your name was Axiom last week.
Also, a month ago, you were on it and you were called A Kid. I don't know. This Ricochet 2.0, just fucking Spanish Ricochet is what they took. Spanish Prince Puma.
The mask is like completely covered his face. It's not like
fully. It's not like it's a little heart, like it's...
His eyes are covered, his mouth is covered.
It's like Sin Cara's mask, isn't it?
The whole thing is just... The thing is, it doesn't even look as nice as Sin Cara's because it's like black.
Sin Cara's was fucking sleek, at least.
Yeah. It was just...
It's like they've taken Sin Cara's mask and just like shat a couple of ears onto it.
Dyed it black.
Do you know what's disappointing? They've put a mask on him, which makes me think they're going to make him this whole like luchador fucking... Because in the little highlights thing they showed, they had him like silhouetted in that vignette of him doing like backflips and stuff like that. Watch A-Kid's stuff on NXT UK. He's not a cruiserweight. He's not a luchador. He's not a high flyer. He's stiff, hard hitting, and really fucking technical. So not only did they change his name, they've changed. Well, I'm guessing from this, I could be wrong, but his whole in-ring presence as well, and character. Like, so this is a complete like flip on its head. Like, this isn't like a JD McDonough where they've got, we'll change your name, but you are essentially the same character.
Yeah.
Or even Alba Fire to that extent. Like, we'll change your name. She's pretty much the same character. They haven't really done much. This is a complete Aked Who.
Yeah.
Like, nothing associated with it. I don't know. I can't judge it until I've seen what they allow him to do in the ring. But I recall and have been very vocal and waxed lyrical about how much I enjoyed Aked in NXT UK with and without the Heritage Cup. So we will see. We will see.
Have fun with that, Troy, because I'm going to have fun with the next segment.
Oh, Jesus.
It's Mandy.
Please don't do that again.
She talks again. There's a shut the hell up chant. The simps go, the simps shout, let her talk.
The simps.
The simps.
Right. What's a simp, Aaron? I hear a lot of people using this. There's those new phrases that people like to just chuck about.
No, a simp's been going on for a while. It's a guy that basically just has like a goddess type figure and just like, oh my God, she's like so amazing.
But then if you love your girlfriend or your wife that much,
you shouldn't be loving them that much.
What do you mean?
What? How? It is when a male is overly submissive to a female and gains nothing from it. So overly submissive that other guys cringe and feel ashamed when seeing them.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the chunky specky guy in the Everton shirt.
Yes, he's a simp. Aye.
Your bestie.
Yeah.
Doesn't he follow you on Twitter?
Possibly.
I'm sure he overfollows you or the podcast.
Probably. Fucking simps for me, baby. Get wrecked.
Aaron's simp community online. Simping for the jock.
Everton fucking t-shirt Kyle is a simp for Aaron. Let's go. You love to see it.
Oh, he's submissive to you, even though you're unattainable to him.
And that's what they do with Mandy. They all fucking go, look at them breeds.
Look at them breeds.
Look at them breeds about to pop out, man.
Oh, that's... Ooh.
That's how they all talk.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Isn't that like meme from the guy from South Park? Like the guy that's just like with the vest and the glasses that's just a bit like... What's his name? Is it a South Park meme? Let me have a look. This is gonna take me a second, so just bear with me.
That's okay. Bear with.
Aye, that guy. Fucking, what's his name?
What's his name?
I don't know what his name. What's his pass?
What's his pass? Hi.
Here you go. I'll put it as my background, and you know exactly who I'm on about.
What guy?
This guy. This guy.
This guy. Oh, that's the World of Warcraft man.
How is it?
Yeah.
Also looks like a simp.
Yeah, that's where the boys all train up to like beat him because he's like a hacker.
Ah, okay.
So they like sit in the basement for like months on end, get fat, get Cartman's mum to like get a bowl under their ass so they shit and even to get good at Warcraft to beat him.
Brilliant. Amazing.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, yeah, right. Where the fuck are we?
Something to do with the simps chanting at Mandy.
Cora the skateboarder appears carrying her skateboard. Not on the skateboard, though.
More on that later.
If Roxanne can do it, if Roxanne can't go, I'll do it. All right. Okay. Right. Cool. That's fine. I'm happy with this.
You've had your chance, haven't you?
You had your chance numerous times, but it's fine.
And you fluffed it.
Roxanne Perez appears, though, the valiant babyface that she is. The match starts. there's one punch to the ribs that just instantly puts her down because she's got taped up ribs. Mandy takes charge, bounces her ribs off of the apron outside, going into picture and picture, which means Itza, Jeria, Wallara, Kota, Taima.
They know what's coming next.
Right. Why did you go more and more Hispanic? What happened?
Si, senor. As Los Matadores, no, Los Conquistadors, sorry, I would say. Si, senor.
Fucking hell. Go on, give me a fucking Lawler quote.
Talking about Vicky Guerrero at her Hall of Fame speech, during her Hall of Fame speech. Oh, you lost weight. Look around. You'll find it.
Just no. Just fat shaming people. Even though you're a big fat fuck yourself.
Live at a Hall of Fame ceremony in front of tens of thousands of people.
What an ass.
On their Hall of Fame speech.
What an ass. What an asshole.
Oh, right. Back from that awful break. Submissions to the ribs galore because baby-faced Roxanne has sore ribs. NXT crowd want Vic Joseph. NXT crowd want a Liv Morgan type feel tonight for Roxanne. Filthy, dirty, rotten lies. It's no the same. It's no the same.
Sorry, you cracked me. Just the
what's the mean, pal?
The delivery of that line, filthy, dirty, rotten lies. If that's not your soundbite for any time Coventry speaks out their hoop, then oh, amazing. Just absolutely sensational.
Roxanne dives to the outside on Mandy, takes out the rest of Toxic, hits Pop Rocks on outside to Mandy, but she's got to get her back in the ring to win the title. Oh my God, how's she going to do it? She gradually pushes Mandy in. She goes to get in herself, but Cora Jade hits Roxanne with the belt, her own tag belt, essentially giving Mandy Rose a win. She attacks Roxanne with the skateboard. Her board breaks before hitting Roxanne Perez.
Oh, mate.
I was annoyed.
Go on.
I was annoyed before the skateboard even broke because did I not say last week, we can get a prolonged story about this? We
both said it.
Drag it on a bit.
Just said, have her turn heel, fine, but drag it out. Make it mean something. Not the week after they win
Literally
the fucking belts.
Fucking week, Troy. They're still tag champs. It's just gross. So you know what that means? We're gonna get vacant tag titles and get new champs again. So it's another tag title reign.
Do you know what they should do? No. Do you know what they should do? They should have Perez have to vacate the title through injury. Cora Jade is the tag team, and she has to find a new partner. She decides to join Toxic Attraction. Toxic get the belts back, and they gain a new member. And then Perez comes back off injury in a month or so's time, comes on, goes for an absolute tear up of every member of Toxic Attraction, by which time Cora Jade has turned on Toxic, beaten Mandy Rose, become women's champion, and her final match against all the members of Toxic is the one-on-one that she then deserves to get against Cora for the women's championship, which she eventually wins. That's storytelling.
Sorry, pal, that's too long.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Doesn't.
Sorry,
but right, pal.
The thing is with the skateboard, it's obviously a prop skateboard. They've obviously kind of like shared it a little bit in the middle.
All that's holding it is probably like PVC glue.
The tears of vegans or something. I don't know.
Shitty, awful glue.
The thing is, firstly, test that out beforehand. Secondly, if you know it's going to be weak, because there's trucks on either end of that. So clearly, as soon as you lift it up, if it's weak in the middle, the end that's got weight on it, it's going to snap. And that's exactly what happened. So if you know that's going to happen, because you should have tested it before, hold it in a position where that's not going to happen. Hold it at either side of the board and just break it over it like that.
You know what you could do?
It's embarrassing, man.
You,
it's
you know what you
disappointing.
could do, right? As a man that works with glues and things, right? You can literally get cut it all in half, completely in half. Get a tiny bit of plastic repair, just a line of it, just all the way across, scoosh it together, set it for 5 minutes, it'll dry. As soon
It
as
will
you
hold
put
long
it
enough for a bit of pressure.
as long as you just don't stand on it, it'll be fine. Literally, it'll hit her back, it'll go sorry, bish bash bosh. Fucking tools, honestly. Fucking somebody. Anyway, right. There's no
They
point
did that way too early. Way too early.
There's not a point trying to fantasy book this because they're not going to do it. They're going to rush it out. Well,
It's a shame
SummerSlam's
because
coming up.
there's so much story they could have told with this. So much story. Even if they'd have done this same thing, but in even 2 months down, even a month down the line. A month's not a long time. I get it. But even a month, but a week, fuck me.
It's another NXT Women's Tag Title reign that's pointless, essentially.
Do you know what?
Makes the Women's Tag Team titles feel
just a joke.
Shit.
It's a joke. If I knew last week, watching Great American Bash, that this was going to be the end result, I'd rather a Toxic Attraction kept them.
Just retain them, yeah.
Because I remember saying, oh, okay, it's nice. We've got new tag team champions. It felt like it was going a bit stale with Toxic Attraction. They had them. They weren't doing much with them. If I knew this was the end game where they were just going to fucking spunk the beans within a week of turning it round to devalue the championships again, and I said, no, fuck it, keep it on Toxic Attraction. Because whilst it was getting a little stale with them, at least it was a consistent champion and it wasn't just hot potato in them, which is exactly what it feels like they've done now. The story was there, and what they've done isn't bad. It's just how quickly they've done it.
Yeah.
Because it was obvious Cora was going to, for me, it was obvious that Cora would turn on Roxanne Perez. But it was just a matter of when. Not tonight. Not next week, not the week after. Give it a month.
As soon as they started questioning everyone, who did you attack, Roxanne?
It was obvious.
It was obvious because it was like the only person they've not asked is Cora Jade.
Yeah.
It's Cora Jade that's
Yeah.
attacked her.
Yeah.
And, look, she comes out wanting that NXT title shot with a contract.
Yeah. The thing is, annoyingly...
The thing is, even if they did that and just kept it and just didn't do the attack tonight, I would have been happy.
Yeah. The story makes sense. The whole, Cora being like, I got you here, I got you to this position, all this and the other. That's fine. That makes sense. But what suffers most in this storyline? It's not Toxic Attraction. It's not Cora Jade. It's not Roxanne Perez. It's the women's tag titles.
Again, no, these ones and the main roster ones are just
both of them
pointless.
For fucking the last couple of years, we said how badly the ones on main roster have been treated, and that they're a joke, and that they don't even need to be there. And then when they announced they were doing NXT ones, they're like, okay, hopefully they get treated with a bit of integrity.
Nah.
Nope.
Nah.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Just at least to a slightly more, not slightly more extent, to a, what's the word I'm looking for? Not lesser extent, but to a, I don't know. Basically, on NXT, whilst the women's tag team titles haven't been booked the best, they felt slightly more important than at least the ones on main roster.
Yeah.
At least on NXT, I remember that there's tag team championships for the women.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you who the main roster women's tag team champions are. And that's not because I don't watch it, because I could tell you all the other champions on main roster. I couldn't tell you who the women's tag team champions are. You have a guess, and I'll look it up.
Fuck me. Who are tag champs? Fuck me. Are they not vacant because of Sasha and Naomi?
Correct.
Right. Aye. Yeah. Fuck me.
But the fact that we couldn't even get that straight away, because they've been vacated since May the 20th.
And there's been no tournament or anything.
We're now midway through July, and they still haven't got a champion. So they've been vacant for the better part of 2 months.
Almost 2 months, yeah.
And they still haven't been put on anyone. Before that, the only two people, and I know we've got sidetracked a little bit, but it's a big talking point, whether it's on main roster and whether it's NXT, the treatment of not just the women's division as a whole, whether it's singles belts or tag belts, is fucking appalling.
Yeah.
So the first ever women's tag team championship on main roster with the Boss and Hug connection, as they called themselves at the time, Bayley and Sasha. Great. That was fine. Deserved, for sure. Next champions, Iconics. Iconics should have held that. Yeah, at Mania. They held that from April till August.
That was the last time they were relevant, was that match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. And then what?
Not through fault of the Iconics, through fault of the booking of that Iconics.
Agreed. Then we had Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Then the Kabuki Warriors, which arguably were the only other legitimate women's tag team that they put together, aside from Bayley and Sasha and the Iconics.
Yeah.
Even Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross felt a bit forced. It was we'll put them together, but one of them's definitely going to turn on the other.
Yeah.
That was always a thing. Then it was Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross again, Bayley and Sasha Banks again, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, who just fucking held them to ransom. Asuka and Charlotte, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler again, Natalya and Tamina, Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley, Carmella and Queen Zelina, then Sasha Banks and Naomi, and then vacant. It's just nonsense. Proper nonsense. So since February 2019, there's been 13 holders. It's just poop. Proper poop.
On that sad note, that was NXT 2.0 review.
Yeah.
What were your highs and lows of the show?
Christ.
I'll go straight first. The Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez booking annoyed me so much watching it. I was actually in rage watching the thing. My high, considering Schism is on this show, that's how shite it was.
Considering Indy Hartwell versus Lash Legend was on this
show. Exactly. My high, I'm going to give the Giovanni Vinci and Apollo Crews match. It was genuinely for the first time, I think, in a good couple of weeks anyway, that I stopped what I was doing and just watched
proper attention, enjoyed it. Yeah,
watched the whole match.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was fun. My high is the whole Chase U segment in London. It's just it's gold. It's funny. I love it every time they're on TV. They're really fun. I really, really found it enjoyable. Honestly, whilst the Giovanni Vinci and Apollo Crews match was fun, I think they did that too early.
Yeah.
Everything else on this show this week was shit. In all honesty, it was. And I know people knock NXT 2.0. This, you like what you like. It's fine. It's variety, subjective, all of that. NXT, when they want, can pull out some fucking banger matches. They can put out a banger show most weeks. There hasn't been many weeks that we've been reviewing NXT 2.0 where I've come to the end of it and gone, it was fucking 95% shit.
Yeah.
There was just nothing here at all. It's not even like they're treading water until the next thing because, but it was
Yeah.
it was just naff. So yeah, my high is going to be the whole Chase U segment.
Fair
My
enough.
low, I agree. The whole booking of the Mandy Rose, well, not Mandy Rose, but Roxanne Perez
Yeah.
and Cora Jade thing. Like, why
The-
rush it?
And the
Why
women's tag
rush it?
titles.
Why ruin it? Yeah, everything around that. Stop devaluing it. It's disappointing. It really, really is. I want to invest in it. Give me a reason to invest because you're giving me nothing at the moment.
As I say, all they had to do was just let Roxanne Perez lose because she had sore ribs.
Yeah.
And
All you had to do.
Cora Jade looks a bit miffed outside. That's all you had to do.
Yeah.
To carry on.
Even if it was just for another month.
Yeah.
And then you done it, but just something. I don't know. Oh, well. I've got some lighter notes. I've got some tidbits for you, mate.
Come on then.
Have you got a tidbits jingle?
No, I just do the thingy one with me saying tidbits over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to come up with a tidbits jingle.
Okay.
We'll sort it out.
We'll sort a proper like Aaran and Troy made one.
All right. We'll see if we can get man like Doris's music and do like a little rap over it. There you go.
Fair.
When I say tidbits, you say tinkets. Tidbits, trinkets. Because he does when I say 0-1, you say 2-1. That's his music. Yeah. Come on, mate. Play the game.
Sorry.
That's all right, darling.
We can make it work. We'll make it for you.
Aye.
There you go.
Anyway, tidbits, 12th of July. Notable birthdays, Shane Hurricane Helms in 1974 and Akira Katayama in 1964. Notable moments throughout the years on the 12th of July. 1986, wrestling legend Bruno Sammartino wrestled his final match in Madison Square Garden, an arena synonymous with his name and ability to sell it out during his fabled WWF Championship reign. The match itself saw Sammartino team with WWF Intercontinental Champion Tito Santana and to defeat Macho Man Randy Savage and Adrian Adonis in a steel cage match.
Damn.
Oh, I've just spilt drink down my beard.
Oh, no.
Like a fucking prat. We'll get to 1998. WCW Bash at the Beach took place on pay-per-view from the Cox Arena in San Diego, California. The heavily hyped main event saw Hollywood Hogan team with controversial Chicago Bulls player Dennis Rodman to defeat Diamond Dallas Page and NBA superstar Karl Malone. Also on the card, Rey Mysterio defeated Chris Jericho to win the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. The title was returned to Jericho the next night on Nitro because of Dean Malenko's interference in that particular match. We'll go to 2000. On an episode of Monday Nitro from Jacksonville, Florida, Hulk Hogan defeated Macho Man Randy Savage to win the WCW Heavyweight Championship just one night after Savage himself won the belt.
In the year 2000.
2000 WCW, mate. Different time. And then we'll fast forward 20 years and we'll go to 2020 for the last one for the 12th of July. Evil became only the second man to hold both the IWGP and Intercontinental Championships after he defeated Tetsuya Naito to win both belts at New Japan Dominion in Osaka, Japan. Also on the card was Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. Winning the IWGP World Tag Team Championships from Kota Ibushi and Hiroshi Tanahashi. There you go.
I remember watching that live. It was awful. Evil should not be winning singles titles.
Not a fan, no.
Definitely not.
We'll fast forward to today's date, the time of recording, which is the 13th of July. Notable wrestling birthdays on this day include Kurt Stallion in 1990, Jake Christ in 1984, Akira Hokuto in 1967, and two of your favorites, Aaron. Two of your favorites, mate.
Wow.
Are you ready? Yeah? 1973, Necro Butcher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't do that when I'm talking about Necro Butcher. It's weird.
To be fair, the last match I watched was XPW, right? This year. And the amount of glass on the floor and in the ring, and he was just wandering about with bare feet. It was putting me on edge. Like it was a solid 20 minutes of just him walking about in bare feet with glass everywhere. It hurt my happiness so much.
And Courtney's favorite in 1972, Sean Waltman, aka X-Pac.
Make some noise,
X-Pac. I don't know why I did it like that.
You ain't dealing with the X Factor.
Dealing with a fucking one-eyed dog. Have you seen the state of his head? Have you seen his dog?
No.
He's got a little dog. He's got one eye. It's blind. It's like some little. Look it up. Some weird, scruffy looking thing.
X-Pac's dog.
X-Pac's dog eye.
Oh.
Have a look.
Oh
Have
God! It's the one he had in NXT at War Games. I'm with you now.
Yeah, a little scruff.
Oh.
Right. Anyway, notable moments throughout the years. On July the 13th, 1995, Wild Pegasus, also known as Chris Benoit, wins Best of the Super Juniors in Tokyo, Japan, with a win over Shinjiro Otani. This is Pegasus' second win in 3 years after previously besting the tournament field in 1993. We'll get to 96. ECW Heatwave 96 took place at the ECW Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The main event saw the Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, and Terry Gordy defeat Raven, Stevie Richards, and Brian Lee in a Rage in a Cage match. A pre-match stipulation said that if anyone pinned Richards in the match, that man would win Raven's ECW World Championship. Sandman pinned Raven for the win, so the title change didn't even happen. One title change that did occur was Shane Douglas winning the ECW World Television title in a 4-way elimination bout against reigning champion Chris Jericho, Too Cold Scorpio, and Pitbull number 2.
Damn.
Fucking
hell.
2005. Oh, it's a good one. It's a juicy one. Matt Hardy, who invaded Raw in a work shoot angle 2 days earlier, called into WWE's Bite This Internet Call show to take aim at guest on the show, Lita. The angle both were working was derived entirely from a very real-life situation, with Lita cheating on then-boyfriend Hardy with Edge, whilst the former was off-road nursing an injury. On the show, Hardy aired all the dirty laundry from the real-life situation and deliberately addressed her as Amy rather than Lita, Amy being her real name.
You think you know him? Matt Hardy definitely didn't.
Enough. We'll get to 2015 for our penultimate tidbit. On an episode of Raw from Atlanta, Georgia, the Divas Revolution truly kicks off when the acclaimed NXT trio of Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and what? Oh, why does it say trio and there's only 2? I imagine it's Bailey and I've just missed out. Or no, is it Bailey? Is it Sasha Banks? Paige? What year is this? 2015. For some reason, I've missed out a name.
They're not Team PCB in 2015.
Who was that?
Paige.
Was it Paige?
Okay. Charlotte and Becky.
NXT trio then of Charlotte, Becky, and Paige. They make their main roster debuts.
Oh, well, it would be Bailey or Sasha, because she was in Team Bad and Beautiful and Dangerous. And Naomi and Tamina. There you go. There's your trio.
For some reason, I've typed Charlotte's name twice, so I can't remember who I meant.
Because Charlotte and Becky are Team PCB, and Sasha is Team Beautiful and Dangerous. There you go.
Boom.
Quite sad that I know that, but yeah.
Final tidbit of the 13th of July and this week's episode goes to 2017. WWE taped the first matches of their inaugural all-women's Mae Young Classic tournament at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. They saw the debut of a number of women in the company who would go on to be well-known names such as Shayna Baszler, Mia Yim, Piper Niven, Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, and many, many more. There you go.
Wow. That was great tidbits today, darling.
Thank you very much, darling. Thank you. And that was our review. Another one in the bag. This will be my last one for a few weeks, and I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of Aaron. I always leave you in the capable hands of Aaron, but there's no one to shackle him in now. So good luck. But I will be back soon. Yeah, I'll be back soon. In the meantime, do give us a follow on our social media outlets. Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Untitled Wrestling Podcast, and Twitter, Twitch, and Discord at Untitled Rest Pod. Catch you in a few weeks. From me personally, Aaron. We'll see you next week,
baby.
for more nonsense, for more NXT 2.0. I'm going to say bye. Aaron's got a joke.
I just made my new wrestling name. My name is Off in Church because no one beats Off in Church.
Oh, fucking hell. No. Just no.
Hello, yes, Danhausen here. Danhausen has been summoned. You must love this podcast housing, the Untitled Wrestling Podcast housing.